Hey guys, Jonny Mow left me a comment on a video the other day asking if I still use Yardbook, and he wanted to know, what features that I'm using the most out of it, and kind of just give a brief overview of that. So that's what I want to do in this video. I'm just going to show how I use Yardbook in my company and some of the features that I feel like work best for me. That just lighten the load, just make my day-to-day operations easier. So if you guys are considering a software program, and you haven't checked out Yardbook yet, I just want to let you know that program, even though it is free to start with, there is plenty that you can do to get your business up and running. And if you're not taking advantage of software, please do so. It just solves so many problems. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the features that I like best in Yardbook and help me with my business. Okay, so right here, this would be the site map. This is the page that I use to navigate most of the time. It's right here on the sidebar, site map. And what I noticed here is, as I was trying to do a couple tutorials, it was trying to populate all of my clients' information. So it makes it very difficult to show you my calendar, how I do jobs, and that type of thing without showing all my clients' information. And just out of privacy for them, I'm going to not do that. But I will just kind of go through this and show you the features that I use the most often. So whenever somebody calls, I will go out here to quick add and then customer, and I am giving them an estimate over the phone. So, we'll just go so you put in all of their information, and then let's just use an old address here. And what I'll do is I'll have them on the phone, and then I'm going to go here to estimate. Okay, so this is the client screen. You just created a client, and then from the client page here, you can create a job, task, estimate, invoice, record payments. You could add multiple properties, put them on a program. If you're on fertilization weed control, add their credit card for auto billing. So again, this is the client page here, and what I do is, let's say if I'm doing an estimate, I will just click on estimate here. And if it's going to be like a lawn mowing estimate, I'm just going to go down here to lot measurements, and just really quickly, what I would do in this, I would just take this property and confirm with them on the phone, like, okay, all right, I'm measuring out that your property is 0.39 acres. So properties that are this size typically would be $59 every 2 weeks for lawn mowing. And that's the conversation that I would have with them right there on the phone. And again, don't get bogged down, guys, in the price that I'm throwing out right now. I'm just giving an example of how I use Yardbook to quickly put eyes on a property and get a rough estimate on the size of the home. So what you can do is you can clear this out, and let's say you're a turf guy and you just need to know what the front lawn measurement is. Well, you would just put all your markers in here, and then it's going to tell you that roughly this patch of turf is 5,200 square foot. So it's just a quick way to do a conversation over the phone with clients, and at least get them in the ballpark of hey, your yard is this size, you're probably going to be at this price point with our company. It just speeds up that whole estimating process. So again, that's how I like to use Yardbook, to quickly add a customer and then give them an estimate. So if I save that and I have it pre-populated for a certain amount, let's just say that falls under $45 grass cutting, which it doesn't. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to our client. This right here is what they would get. I just hit send. And then what happens is, once I send this, and again, I'm really zooming in right here so you can't see all the other estimates that are down here. But let's say I just send an estimate. This little mail symbol right here shows that it's been sent. But once they open it, it will actually turn green, and it'll let me know the date and the time that they open this. So if they haven't approved that estimate, within a day or so, I'll call them up and say, hey, just wanted to make sure that you received our estimate. You don't have to let them know that they opened it, but it's just a nice feature to keep track of where somebody is at in the sales process. So again, this little icon right here will turn green once they open it up, and it just kind of helps me during the sales process. So we've added the customer, we've sent an estimate. Over here on the left side is where you could quickly add jobs to your calendar. And one thing that I like about Yardbook, and again, I'm not going to bring up my calendar for my privacy sake of my clients. So there's like a big calendar displayed in here, and then you can just click on a client and drag them over. If they're supposed to be done on Monday, you drag them over to Tuesday. Or maybe you had a job that got rained out, so now that job has to go on Friday instead of Thursday. You just drag and drop, so you don't have to put in numerical values to schedule jobs. The calendar is very, very intuitive. The calendar is very, very easy to navigate. It's plug and play. It's drag and drop. And it's super, super intuitive. So another feature that I use very, very often is a bulk message, okay? And what this does is this allows me to auto text all of my clients at once. I could have a text message sent out to just Monday's clients, to just Tuesday's clients for just a week time frame. I can make a custom time frame, and I utilize this for rain delays. I utilize this if we are running behind for whatever reason. We really do keep a tight schedule, and clients really, really appreciate whenever they receive a text message alert. The way the text message will typically come out for me would be like this. It would say, courtesy call, this week's rain has created a delay in our prompt service schedule. We're a day behind this week. We'll see you tomorrow, or something like that. Then it has a no reply at the end of the message, so you don't get 100 text messages back to you. But that's a very, very nice feature right there. And again, you can do that either via email or via text message, but I've just found that text message is the quickest way to communicate with clients whenever I need to. And again, I don't abuse that, because that is a great tool for selling things to your client as well if you do it strategically. And again, I've done videos on that in the past, where we will send out discounted rates at certain times of the year, or just reminders to get certain things done. But most of the time, whenever I'm using it, it's just to relay critical information regarding their service date. And I don't spam clients with this. Just be very careful about using that. But it is a fantastic feature that I do use frequently here at my business. So another feature that I use all the time is auto-generating invoices. So again, we bill cards on file for the week, so I generate a week's worth of invoices. It takes me to an invoice payment screen, and then I just click on the pay button. It's as simple as that for getting paid. I don't send out any invoices or anything like that. The only time that I'm collecting cash or check is for big sod projects or landscaping projects. Anything over about $500, I try to collect a check for. Either that, or I will pass on the cost to the client of the additional 3% for processing fees. But auto-generate invoices, that is how we get all our invoices ready to go, and they get auto-billed through this feature right here. Another one that's really cool is down here in reports. You can have a customer report here. I like to look on here. It gives you a spend report per customer. This lets me know who my winners are. This is a really, really cool feature where I can see this client has spent a lot of money with us over the last 5 or 6 years. And I don't have any problem admitting that I give clients extra attention who fall under A clients for me. So that's something that I've preached in the past on my channel with, separating the people who want the bare minimum done versus the people who are constantly, needing mulch and hedge trimming, and they want flower bed work, and they've spent a lot of money with you. I mean, the fact is those people get priority over the people who just just want the bare minimum done. That's just the way it is here at my company. But I do occasionally check that out just to kind of keep tabs on who my top clients are, and that's a neat little feature there. Invoice report, you can see how many invoices you have outstanding, pending payment. It's very, very detailed stuff if you'd like to get into all that. Earnings forecast and estimates. This says it's a new feature, but that's been on Yardbook for a long time. If you go in here, let's say for this month, okay, so this is October, and you can see here 10 to 10/31. It shows you what your estimated earnings would be for a particular month, and if you want to break that down, you could go and say, okay, a custom date range for my estimated earnings. Let's say I wanted to know what the 10th through the, let's just say, I don't know, 13th was. Well, it'll show you here what those estimated earnings are. And that is a great feature. Let's go back here to the full month. So October, let's say October 1st. We haven't made it till the end of the month yet, but this is basically showing me the work that is on the books for October, and you can run this out in November, December, however you want to do that. But that is a great planning tool, and that's something that I use very frequently. Again, that is the earnings forecast and estimates. It just helps me with budgeting throughout the year. Now, in addition to those features that I've showed you, there is this whole section over here that is just, you can really go as deep in it as you want. You can put up ads to hire and attract employees. You can create your own yard book selling suite. You can go into this and you can have, it's basically your own little website where clients can buy directly from your website. Like, you just put your prices in here, and I mean, it's really, really cool. And I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but there's just so much you can do. Yardbook has video tutorials for all of it. So it's not like you just got to get in here and figure it out yourself. If you want to learn how to do something, you literally just go to this section right here and click on video tutorials, and you type in what it is you need help with, and it'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let me see. I showed how to quickly add a customer, do an estimate, talked about invoices, we talked about scheduling, we talked about bulk messaging your clients through text message, reports through your top clients, earnings forecast and estimates. That's a great little feature. You can look at your P&L for the year. There's just a lot that you can do with this, and really, I don't even take advantage of everything that this system could do. That being said, like, there's never been anything that I've needed to do that I've not been able to get done through Yardbook.